Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Basketball Wives Season 9, Episode 1. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, well, welcome back. Now, you guys, I didn't know if I was going to do this episode. I said last season that I was no longer going to watch the show. I was no longer going to support the show. It was up until the second that I pushed play that I was unsure whether I was going to watch it. Because y'all know how they acted last season. And it got on everybody's everlasting nerve with Shawnee and her hypocrites. So I was like, do I really want to go through this? But then I was like, you know what? There is not too many shows on right now because of the pandemic. So let's just go ahead and watch this. When I tell you, I didn't start watching this till like 10:30. So I was like, do you really want to watch it? And I was like, man, I got to get on YouTube. I was watching other stuff. Then I was like, okay, let me see what they over here talking about. Hopefully they can redeem themselves, but I don't know. So, the first scene, it is March 1st, 2020. Shawnee is with her kids. Her daughter is saying how she wants to go to LSU to play basketball. We move over to Evelyn. She called herself revamping her image since last season. She then got baptized. She is doing charity work. She's spending more time with her kids. I'm like, okay. You trying to cleanse your system from the ugliness that you had. Okay, I see what you're doing. Now, since OG held her to the fire about her colorist ways, she wants to move to a gated community because people been saying this about her, been saying that about her, and like she's feeling some type of way. Like, I can't believe OG would do this. But I was like, I can't believe y'all treated OG the way y'all did last season. I can't, but then I can. I was like, did you rewatch what was going on during last season? I'm assuming that you didn't because you over here like, I don't know what I did to the girl to make her say some things about me. I was like, it was your actions. You made it seem like because you was this light-skinned girl that there was no way that Chad would have wanted to you and as well as OG, a darker complected young lady. That's what you was going through. But y'all, is it just me? Was it my TV? Or did Evelyn and Phoebe seem more bronzed than last season? Now, I'm not talking about the confessional looks. I'm talking about them just on camera shooting scene. They looked more bronzed. I don't remember Evelyn looking that bronzed ever. But I was like, I was thrown off, and then I seen Phoebe and I was like, what's going on here? I was confused. Now, y'all drop it below in the comments. Was I tripping? Now, Phoebe, she out here following in Evelyn's footsteps. Y'all know she was dating some basketball player. I couldn't tell you his name. I think his name is Lance. Maybe that's... I don't know who he is, but she was dating a basketball player, had 2 kids with him. They broke up, and now she is with a former football player. Like I said, following in Evelyn's footsteps. He's even brought up marriage, but like she's not sure because she dated him after she had her first child and he was out here cheating with other girls. So I was like, hold up. I was trying to, in my mind, trying to think how this went. Was you and your child's father, y'all broke up and then you got with this dude? Well, I'm guessing that's how it happened. Her children's father, she was with him, had her first child. They broke up. She got with this dude that she is with now. He was cheating, this, that, and the third. So her and her ex-child's father, they got back together like later on. I don't know. I really didn't care, but I was like, she's on this show and I have to talk about her, even though I don't want to. Jackie and OG meet up, and OG, she is standing by her statement that Evelyn displayed colorist and racist ways. That's why when she does finish building her home, that she is, iffy about throwing parties because Evelyn, the plaintiff, as she calls her, has her address where she lives at now. But I was like, that's the thing. When you suing somebody, you got to get their address, where they work, get all their informations. Yeah, so she not really, I don't really want too many people over at my house. I was like, I can understand that. Now we have the new girl. I think her name is Liza Morales. She is the ex of Lamar Odom, and she is the mother of his children. She is back in LA. Her kids have moved out of the house, so was she going through like an empty nester syndrome, and she's trying to adjust to like my babies. They not babies no more. They grown folks, and she's dealing with her kids having to see their father, how he's been acting these last several years. A few years ago he had like overdosed in some things. He had that messy relationship with Khloe Kardashian, like his mental health and his addiction. Their kids had to deal with that as well. So she's trying to help them cope with their father, and I don't know if he's an absentee father, but I'm assuming since he was on drugs and all that stuff, you can't be that much of a parent when you were thick in your addiction. But so far, I like her. She didn't come on here talking about yes, I'm going to get me this multi-million-dollar house in such and such and such and such. She's like, no, I'm trying to get me a nice little house. I think she stayed in Glendale. I'm not trying to spend I don't know what Glendale. I've never been to California, so I don't know what the areas is like. I just heard that all of California is expensive to live there. Now, Evelyn, Malaysia, and Liza, they go and I guess it's some type of charity work, helping out people with their laundry. And I would hope that they're doing this for a good reason, but like anytime when people, not everybody, but when certain people like get on the screen and they're doing charitable work, I'm like, is this what your heart is telling you to do, or are you doing this just because you're filming the scene? Because it's like they, helping people out and then throwing the camera in their faces and people telling they sad stories and all that stuff. I was like, I felt some type of way about that. I was like, we could still, I guess we have to film a scene, but like if I was on a reality show, which I don't think I could because I just couldn't be out here faking it for the funk or for the show. But if I was doing anything terrible, with no camera be around, I'd be out here helping out people. I wouldn't just be like, I'm going to show my, here's this card, here's some money on it, help you out, give out toiletries and stuff like that. But I wouldn't have like a whole camera crew there. But that's why I can't be on a reality TV show. And then again, I'm not saying that all people who are on reality TV are doing it just for a storyline. But like when certain people do it, I feel some type of way. But it could be editing, but it seemed like they was goofing around. Like I was trying to hurry up and put my card in. I was trying to hurry up and put my card in. It seemed like they was spending more time talking about Jackie and Malaysia's relationship than they did helping out. But like I said, it could be editing. I don't know. Well, everything these girls do, I'm like looking at it under a microscope. Like, why are you doing this? Because the way they acted last season. Now, this meet up with Malaysia and Jackie. Malaysia's sitting there with, I think it was Shani, because, Shani, she is a helper. She's the, the person that brings everybody together, even though she was cutting up several foods last season and showing her true colors. But anyways, Jackie gets there, she all winning, she says hi and all that stuff. And I guess since she didn't right off the bat bow down to Malaysia, say she's sorry, come with her tail tucked between her legs, Malaysia just gets up and leaves. I'm like, let Jackie catch her breath first. Let Jackie sit down and order her a drink first. Then y'all can talk. Now, granted, it could be editing and that, Jackie had been there for a good hour and a half. But it seemed like Jackie had just sat down and Malaysia wasn't having it. So, I don't know. But I'm like, how do you expect this girl? Last season, you came to her with all this rah energy because somebody said that Jackie said this. You didn't pull Jackie to the side and be like, hey, Jackie, they over here saying that you was talking about my parenting skills. And Jackie would have came at her with the same energy. Like, girl, what are you talking about? I didn't say that. Or, girl, I wouldn't say that you were saying it. I'm telling you this what this blogger has been saying to me about you. And I didn't bring it to you because I didn't know if it was true or not, and I was asking the other girls, like, have y'all been in contact with A, B, C, and D? But since she came at her with this rah energy and a little bit of sprinkle on that doggone it, what's her name, Kirsten put on, of course Malaysia's gonna be upset. Kirsten put on there that Jackie was talking about Malaysia not taking care of her kids and her kids was dirty. I never heard that part of the story, so I'm trying to figure out where did that come from. That was Kirsten added on. So of course Malaysia gonna get mad. You talking about my parenting skills and you talking about my kids out here dirty. I'm ready to fight you. But if she had came to Jackie with the calm energy, Jackie would have done the same thing. But you all up in my face, your cousins in the background like they ready to jump in. So Jackie, she in turn turned her attitude that same way. So y'all. Shani talking about she's moving to Houston because she's gonna be closer to her kids. Now, I was happy about that because I think Shani, if you're gonna be like executive producer on this show, I don't think you should be a castmate because you seem to feel like you can talk to the girls any old type of way and they can't come at you with that same energy or they get their walking papers. So if you're gonna be the cast, I'm gonna need you to get that executive position up. If you want all the coins for more coins for being executive producer, then don't be on the show. I was like, I know how to go do this. They saying that Shani, she gonna be moving to Houston. That means she ain't gonna be in LA to film. They gonna wait till like the very last episode before Shani moves. I already know that's how it's gonna happen. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful video. You can click on it, you can like it, and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.